in pop business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today, only on ATN.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders, politics,
Nobody's ambition is what's the blood.
I have fought very firmly.
natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
Welcome back. With me on the program today is a political analyst, Mr. Alozie King. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Glory Carter, for having me.
My pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, on to the stories. Abia State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has tendered an open apology to Abians for not meeting up with their expectations over the years, as they said that this contributed to its defeat in the last gubernatorial election in the state. Addressing journalists at the PDP Secretariat on Thursday in Umuahia shortly after the party's stakeholders meeting, the vice chairman of the party, acting publicity secretary Ibrahim Amar, said the party had learned from the enormous mistakes made, stating its readiness to rewrite the wrongs. He said the party was committed to doing things differently this time, stressing that the lessons learned from the mistakes would be used to chart a new course, while expressing happiness that the party across the 17 local government areas of the state was still intact. Amar, however, expressed optimism that the Abia PDP would bounce back again, especially with the lineup of political heavyweights that would be joining the party in the coming days. Mr. King,
Yes.
PDP apologizing to Abians in an open letter publicly. I mean, what does that mean actually? How are you reacting to this? Would it make any difference? I mean, towards the acceptance of Abians to the PDP, or towards the strength of the PDP in the state? Would it make Abians see the PDP in a different light? Because I mean, according to the PDP, it contributed to why the PDP lost the gubernatorial election, the last election. So, tendering this apology with optimism that the
Abia State. So the candidature of that of Alex Oti, if you ask me, the apology for me and from what the Abians are seeing that the governor is, bringing the dividends of democracy for them, I don't see the apology making, a run for them to gain back the structure or gain back the political space they are, predicting for themselves. And again, in Abia State, I was in Abia State few days, that was yesterday, I was in Abia State yesterday, precisely in the area market. I see things very unprecedented in the sector of infrastructure and all the recs. For over years, I've not seen in Abia State. So me, that is not even coming from Abia State, I can say from this barely 1 year in office of that of Alex Oti, we can see projects that the administration of PDP over years was not able to give to the Abia State people. And this, the apology in the second hand again, for me, will be a prediction and a political prediction that cannot make way if the incumbent governor, change the narrative by giving massive infrastructure, massive education infrastructure and all the rest, which from his cardinal point of engagement in the political administration in the Abia State, being the incumbent governor, Alex Oti, he has been showing these capacities which the PDP has failed to show over the years. So this, the apology for me, is for the members of the party, and the Abians in years to come will decide if they will fall back to the PDP administration or they will continue with the administration of the Labour Party being led by the incumbent governor, Dr. Alex Oti.
Now, you have said that this apology means that they realized their wrongs,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But can we really say
both in infrastructure and some other economic-driven policies that the governor has started to, marshal out for the people of Abia State. So the apology itself is politically motivated. As I said earlier, if this apology can yield results, if the political leadership, will I say the political leadership of the Labour Party do not meet the expectation of the Abia people.
So if this apology is politically motivated, how then is it coming from a place of realization?
Fine, it's politically motivated, one. Coming from the place of realization is that they have seen, it is crystal clear that what that is happening in Abia State.
Okay.
Okay, the projects that is going on is crystal clear. The infrastructural upliftment in Abia State is crystal clear. The policies in the economy sector of the state is crystal clear. So they have realized that we as People's Democratic Party reigning over decades in Abia State, we do not give this expectation into a reality to the people of Abia State. Now the apology now is like telling the people of Abia State that now we have understand. Now the incumbent governor has taught us things which we failed to do for the Abians. If you give us this chance again, come 2027 or the next election year, we are very optimistic that we will do more better than them. But the decision will be made by the people, because we are in democratic dispensation. We are in democratic dispensation where the people will decide.
I find it puzzling when you say that the PDP has seen that the ruling party has shown them how to do things right. I find that puzzling because, I mean, I believe that every political party should be driven by ideology, you know, values and all of that, right? And PDP, of course, is not a new party, right? They've been for over 2 decades, okay? And so they are one of the longest parties in the country, right?
Yes.
And so, or the oldest, if I may. Now, saying that the opposition party has showed them, I mean, this is not the first time the ruling party is taking power in Abia State, and it's not the first time that PDP is losing an election in a state, right? They have PDP all over the state. I mean, the South happens to be a stronghold for the PDP, right? And so one would believe that these political parties have their ideologies, have the promises that they make to the people. And so when every leader emerges or every candidate emerges, every flag bearer and whatnot, there is a blueprint, right? You have what you want to do for the people. And so now they coming up to say that we are sorry for not meeting up to your expectations as a people in the state, and we realize our mistakes and we want to chart a new course, right? And you know, the mistakes that we make, we'll learn from them to make things different in the state. Now, don't you think that, I mean, having to learn from an opposition party could be described as not having focus in the first place as a political party, not knowing exactly what you are even doing as a political party.
Okay, let me react this way. You know, we have, as you said, we have political ideology, you know, in every political party. And if you come in project-driven policies, that is what we call need assessment. Now, every government, back up with their political ideology, have the projects and policies driven they have for the people, either in the states or in the federal. And in these project-driven policies and all the rest, there is also a need assessment that is backed up by this ideology they come with. Now, if you ask me, that of the ideology of the incumbent leadership of the Labour Party, you know, led by Alex Otti, is now much rooted with the need assessment of the people. And if you see the project is embarking on, and you see some things he's doing, you see that the people of Abia State are being more appreciative. There is this difference between you doing what the people need and doing what you want to do for the people. That, you know, so the assessment of this incumbent administration, you know, tallies with what the people want and what the people need. So that is the reason why you see that every person that this trend in Abia said, they say that the Messiah has come. It's not that the other administrations has not embarked on infrastructural development. It's not that the other administration has not marshaled out economic policies. It's not that the other administration who has ruled Abia State for years has not, invest in the education sector. They have invested in the education sector. But this present administration, from my own funding and from my own rating, is embarking on things that, from their need assessment, is more people-oriented, not the parties-oriented or from the party's ideology. That's how I see it.
Okay. All right, got your thoughts there. On to the next story. The divided support for the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Dr. Asue Ighodalo, and his All Progressives Congress counterpart, Senator Monday Okpebolo, has raised a crisis in the GSM village in Benin City. Some members of the Market Association who protested to the Edo State Council of the Nigeria Union of Journalists yesterday complained that the purported support of their chairman, Ikilowa Mohammed, for Ighodalo has generated a crisis that led to the closing of the businesses for a whole day. The divided support for both the...
have the climate of the political era where it is expected that it's for a whole tenure of your reign, if you won the election, so to say. So of the real sense and in a real democratic dispensation of right ideology, such practice or such, acts is condemnable. It doesn't tell well as in democracy, and it doesn't tell well as we practice constitutional democracy in Nigeria.
Okay, now we understand that everyone has the right to association, right?
Yes.
And so
yes.
This can be regarded as an unconstitutional